success in today's event. I'm excited to be here and honored that you have entrusted me to speak to this room full of striking baby rappers. I would be remiss to stand before you wearing my accomplishments as if there was no painful yet purposeful story to accredit all the accolades that follow my name. But within that story is another, the story of college. So without further ado, welcome to the Hill. College, the first and last. Isn't it funny how we spend about a solid 12 years preparing for endless firsts, like your first day of kindergarten, your first day of elementary school, and then middle, and then you get the point. Your first group of friends, or so you thought. The first time you thought you were in love, yeah, big LOL for me. But then one day it randomly dawns on you that that was the last time you ever see some of those people from your high school. Some of those folks you never care to see again, am I right? Funny how all the first we spent so long preparing for turn out to be our last inevitably. Now, where exactly am I going with this? Well, let's dive a bit deeper. You see, our first birthed some of our greatest memories, while our last allow us to cherish those moments as we transition through different stages of our lives, like some of those last goodbyes from family and friends before our first day of college. They don't call this the highest of 7 hills for no reason. Over the past 3 years, I've come to realize that the same hills I traveled across campus were a mere reflection of the very ups and downs I'd experienced thus far in real life. Even more so, I mastered the game of hide and go seek and making my pain look so beautiful, you wouldn't be able to tell I had been through any type of battle. But I spent more time and energy trying to find myself when really all I had to do was face myself. The first part of that comes with looking within yourself, where your inner child comes into play. We talk so much about the person we want to be in 5 years from now and 10 years from now. And yes, I know they say you shouldn't relive the past too much, even though the past can indicate a lot about our present, let alone our future. Now, this isn't a moment for you to dwell on all the things you may have experienced in your younger years, or maybe it is. Outside of where you are now and where you're going, there is someone else who is worth fighting for, and that is your inner child. Your inner child is that internal struggle you face daily, the thing you often fight against. Well, I want to help show you how to fight and win with it. Your inner child can be who you were at 5 or even who you were 5 months ago. It's important to recognize and revive those parts of you that you like to keep tucked away. Because college will cause you to resurrect some of those same things you thought were dead, like bad personality traits and generational curses. But in that same light, college will be a place for rebirth. We need a fresh start, like learning a new skill or meeting the love of your life. Whether you love it or hate it, you certainly can't discredit the fact that who you were began the inner workings for who you ever imagined you'd become. Your inner child represents the best and worst parts of you. It can be so innocent, yet so insecure, so pure, yet so imperfect, a safe, yet scary place. It is the most complex and yet simple part of you. But if we aren't careful, our inner child can unleash his or herself in quite uncontrollable and unhealthy ways. We know life can be unfair, but you also do yourself an injustice by thinking the world owes you what only you can give you, starting with a positive self-image. What I'm trying to get you to understand is that protecting your inner child requires listening to how you feel in periods of distress and emotional turmoil that may arise in college. Listen to the negative self-talk and insecurities that were either self-inflicted or that someone else may have projected onto you. But oh, how we wish so badly to grow up and be on our own, only want to be forever young again. That's because the nature of who we are always tends to revert back to the way things used to be. So as much as you owe everything you do now to a better you for the future, you owe that same nurture and protection to the you deep within. But then you must understand when to look into yourself and when to step outside of yourself. Something that comes from our external relationships. And the means by which you handle those is through expectations. I think one of the most unfair and misleading lessons we've been taught is to remove or lower our expectations of people that come come into our lives. You should absolutely have high standards for anything concerning you. However, you should also be realistic about where you are, and don't be afraid to communicate those needs as you deem fit to a boyfriend, girlfriend, mom, dad, and even your professors. In addition to those external relationships, let's talk friendships. That friend group of yours is subject to change with the semesters. When you get to college, don't just think of friendship as something to do, but rather something that holds weight in your life. And yes, I do mean literal weight, because some of those friends will either carry the load when it gets heavy, or pull us down even more. Your friend group should not only be a reflection of all the good parts of you, but also serve as a place for healthy introspection and even correction when necessary. Notice I said healthy, not those who cheer for you silently, but loudly expose your flaws. And guys and girls, get you some gold friends. Choosing our friends carefully has a significant amount to do with strategic positioning and mutual understanding. It's about all parties understanding the definition of true friendship as set by realistic expectations, boundaries, and levels of respect. This is the basic means for which we should assign roles and act accordingly. And the greatest of these roles is love. Love is patient, and patience is a virtue. What those sayings have taught me is that to practice the art of patience is to give yourself a chance at love in its purest form. As painful as playing the waiting game can be, having patience gave me my strike back when I had none left to sing. The more you practice patience, you're preparing yourself to give and receive the love you deserve in all facets of life. Patience is what allows you to remain your dignity and self-worth in situations that will come and try to compromise who you are. And this part isn't only limited to relationships. It's about waiting on your big moment and not comparing yourself when it seems others may be getting ahead and doing better than you. Or waiting to respond when someone comes at you sideways and you're tempted to react. Patience will also help you differentiate between what's for you and what's not. Let the words I'm saying be a response mechanism to combat some of college's and life's inconveniences. I mean, even as I'm speaking to you, I have to remind myself sometimes. Recently, I've embraced the it is what it is mentality. Despite how dismissive and disregarding it may sound, I've found that it is what it is my simplest surrender. It has forced me to relinquish the idea that I have to stop having a heart of gold when dealing with others who may be stone cold. It is what it is helped me to remove unnecessary pressure off of myself to be perfect or to be right all the time. It is what it is means standing in my truth while recognizing the truth about others no matter how much I have become accustomed to living with their lives and love them anyway. It is what it is a declarative statement that while you know current circumstances may be painful, you accept the necessary and hard truths to heal you. Additionally, seek closure daily. Close off those negative voices that cause you to question yourself. Close your mouth and open your eyes and ears and move accordingly when it comes to love or anything for that matter. When certain doors close, see it as an open space for better things ahead. When you get to college, I absolutely want you to strive to attain love and make room to receive it. Though it is love's counterfeits that can expose love in its truest form if we allow it to. Love doesn't always look like love because it will often reveal itself as all of the things we don't want it to, or at least expect. Amongst these things is pain, heartbreak, fear, doubt, and even loneliness. But whether you've met the love of your life or not, the key is to love yourself through all of it. Don't confuse falling in love with a significant other as the only means of leveling up in life. Fall in love with your purpose every day. Be so infatuated with the creative being inside of you. Speaking of creativity, college is creation beyond the classroom. Outside of any assignment you will ever complete, or any test you will ever take, or even any internship or job offer you will ever receive, you will be your biggest case study. I'm talking way beyond the group projects in the research lab. College is just as much about what you will learn inside the classroom as outside. As an author and motivational speaker, I often get asked the question of why I chose engineering as a career path. By technical definition, engineering is the branch concerned with design, building, and blah, 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 blah. But technically speaking, what if the same curriculum I have been using to analyze and problem solve on You think my God-given talents are rooted in circuits and differential equations? Absolutely not. But what helped me through those dreaded 17 and 18 credit hour semesters of physics and math and everything else was the realization that I am the engineer of my future. Being teachable is far beyond the scope of books and blackboard. You have to be teachable in the areas of life a degree may never prepare you for. Bottom line is, you have to make what you will do by trade operate under the subjection of your talents. Whether you do it by problem solving, prayer, and often both, the common denominator is finding purpose. Whether you choose a career path in journalism, business, STEM, or the arts, your next greatest occupation is becoming your own brand ambassador. What do I mean? Assess your marketable value daily. Besides, your character and your reputation will be the greatest product you ever sell. How exactly do you get the most out of your college experience and ensure your investments aren't wasted? I urge you to seek prominence over popularity. Don't just be trending on Twitter, be trending on your transcript. Be a leader that breeds more leaders rather than followers. Your self-respect is worth so much more than likes and retweets. In other words, don't get caught up in some hype that only exists in a virtual reality. If you choose to join any organizations, don't just work for those organizations, but make them work for you. If you know what skills and assets you bring to the plate, don't be afraid to give yourself a seat at that table and pull up a seat for the next person to come after you. There's room for everyone. And let me remind you that status and superiority will not come from throwing a few Greek letters on your back. Those letters will carry a whole lot more weight by the level of humility and morality rooted in the person bearing them. That is what differentiates the clout chasers from the game changers. Because if you spend enough time chasing your purpose, people will follow you by default. So college, it really does come down to putting the you in family you. It begins at the first moment you grace the campus, how you navigate through the hills and valleys, and the purpose you will commit yourself to outside the classroom. Now remember, none of this should be too unfamiliar to you. You've shown that you are absolutely capable of making sound choices. Besides, you did choose the #1 HBCU in the nation. So, outside of the family that you've already been granted by making that choice, I have a little something that might make it all have a different meaning to you. You see, the F in family is all about those firsts I mentioned in the beginning. But this time, it's about putting yourself first, and whatever that means to you. The A is for having a sense of awareness of where you've been, where you are, and where you're going. The means by which you must take an active interest in your personal and professional success. For being authentic, even if it means standing alone sometimes in this world full of wannabes and has-beens. And yes, absolutely an A for high achievement and for superb academic performance. But we cannot forget an A for the awesome, accomplished, and ambitious you. For all the straight A semesters you will have, regardless of what your transcript says sometimes. M, for making room for your success in a world that would otherwise keep you boxed in. M is for making a conscious effort to commit yourself to causes larger than you. Most importantly, M is for the mark you will leave before you enter into a room and long after you exit. U is for being unstoppable no matter what comes to stop you, even if that's you sometimes. For realizing that your potential is unlimited. For realizing that despite how discouraged you may feel at times, you still remain undefeated. And U is simply for being unapologetically you, something you should never have to apologize for. L is for the lessons and the losses, and all the love and laughter in between. For loving yourself enough to let go of anything that no longer serves you. Oh, and can't forget, for the last time you said this was the last time you would skip that 8 a.m. And lastly, Y is an ode to your youth, for figuring out your why in this moment and yearning for a better tomorrow. Believe it or not, I feel exactly how you may feel in this moment. I reflect on all my firsts, and now last, like walking into my last year in college as a graduating senior, but the first time I actually stepped foot on the hill. And soon the first time I'll officially be on my own. And I have questions, lots Even I have seemingly lost my ambition and questioned my said awesomeness at times. But I've let every bit of that fuel me. I'm not telling you there won't be pain, but I am reassuring you that you will find your purpose through it all. So let your purpose be your eternal flame, and let those sparks of pain be the torch that keeps your purpose ignited. Make your pain pay you. You know the saying, charge it to the game? Whatever your pain costs you, get it back tenfold. In other words, your pain will be your greatest platform. I hope that all the while you will be constantly striking with integrity, scholarship, love, and charity in the name of the family of rappers before you and those that follow. You've earned your bragging rights just by being here. Give it your blood, sweat, and tears. As long as when it's all said and done, you can honestly say